Hi guys, this is Michael in Las Vegas. Been really thinking about. Well, I actually made a video about a few days ago about another facet of social work, but I kind of wanted to post this one, and it's something I've been kicking around for a little bit lately in my new employment site. And we had an incident today where outside the state office there was a gentleman who was struggling. I don't know if he was drunk or under the influence or just having a real rotten day. But he was out there fussing and yelling and bothering people who were lined up for services in the morning. And it seemed like a lot of people in our office really jumped on that and were very much, almost seemed like they were looking for an exacerbation of behaviors and a resolution that was going to include nothing less than him going to jail for something. He was struggling. He was in a bad way, and he was doing things that he shouldn't have done. He was ignoring people, and he was a nuisance and whatnot. But I just noticed that as I got there, that there were a lot of non-social work types that were, just thinking this was the worst thing in the world, and not knowing how to approach him, and just very antagonistic to him, and almost baiting him into doing other things that would cause him to get more and more trouble. Well, I mean, if you know that I work at the welfare office, and we kind of are the only game in town. This is the only place where you can go for your SNAP benefit, or maybe your TANF assistance, or medical, or something like that. So it's not like that we have the ability or the responsibility to force other people to go elsewhere because we just choose not to want to deal with them. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the role that social workers have, where we are exposed to clients in many, many different situations in a way that helps us to hone our skills to deal with difficult people. And, other professions might have good interests at heart, but I think for the most part, you kind of got to have a background similar to ours that we either get from school or from experience or from expectation. Like counsel of social work education with some of the competencies, whether it's self-care or ethical behaviors, professional responsibilities, those kind of things. And I just wanted to know if other people are kind of feeling that, if some of the other disciplines that we're working with, when it comes to difficult people, just generically lack those skills that are going to be used to safely, de-escalate situations, or or the opposite, or just, there, and by virtue of the way that they respond to different situations, actually cause things to get worse. Now, this guy, he deserved to be, taken from the property. There's no doubt. He at one point had shown a handle of some sort of construction scraper or something like that, and he was screaming at the people out there. So totally, his guy was out of control. But it's just very disturbing to see how other types of workers have either no skill set or a reduced capacity to de-escalate situations and to find safe resolutions to things. It just, it's just disturbing that so many people are so ill-equipped to, maintain control in situations. And maybe I wanted to, pick your brain and just kind of see what you guys thought about some of the training that we get, dealing with difficult people and trying to do those things that, will lend to a credible and productive case management cycle in lieu of just, terminating and get this over with and get this guy out of here. So, my point is I think social workers are uniquely trained and experienced to deal with these, and maybe if I could hear just some of the reports and comments on how other students are looking at these kind of the same things. Just my thoughts. Just wanted to kind of touch bases with you guys and see what kind of skills maybe we have learned through the course of practice and education on some of the tricks that maybe we are finding advantageous. So, just respond a little bit and just let me kind of know what you're thinking, and let me know how you feel that social work as a profession are uniquely trained, if we are, to deal with unique and difficult people. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.